some people are saying it's a lava snail. It's lava and a snail in it. I mean, it's very small. I had no idea how someone saw this, to be completely honest. Because you would have to be super, super looking hard at it.
Dude, there's actually a snail that can live in lava?
Oh, I don't know. Is there?
Yeah. It's called the black devil spike snail, also known as lava snails or Faunus ater. These dark and mysterious snails are highly underrated members of the aquarium hobby. They grow to large size and feature gorgeous, glossy shells that range in color from chocolate brown to deepest black. But they can survive in volcanoes. The shells are made of iron and they live around hydrothermal vents that can reach up to 750 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow.
Damn. I want to be a lava snail.
Dude, they got some badass shells. That's like a transmog right there.
All right, so I found an article that explained this picture better. It said it says a respected Russian scientist claims to have found life on Venus in photographs that he was studying that were taken by a Soviet probe 30 years ago. How the hell was this taken 30 years ago? God dang! I can't even take photographs that good on my iPhone.
Right.
This was taken 30 years ago by the Soviets?
So, 30 years ago, 1992.
Wait, so according to a Russian news service, Leonid Kosmonauty, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, a member of the Russian Academy of Sciences, who worked on unmanned Soviet missions to Venus during the 1970s and 80s, has written a new article in the Journal of Solar System Research. Now, in this article, he calls attention to several objects photographed by the Venera 13 landing probe, which was a spacecraft that landed on Venus in 1982. The objects, including features described as a disk and a scorpion, appear to change locations from one photo to the next. Scientists suggest that the old photographs contain living creatures that were somehow overlooked previously. So if you look at the photographs, you can see these whatever it is in one photograph, and then in the next one, they're like moved to a different location. Huh.
Interesting.
That's weird. Venus has life on it. Who would have guessed? Which, by the way, I just want to say that that photograph of Venus's area looks like it'd be in my backyard in Texas.
Kind of
like in a gravel pit. Just gonna say that right now, okay? A gravel pit in Texas. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I thought that was very strange. And I thought, you know, it's funny that this came up I think 5 days ago. And around this time, they were, you know, really pushing that Ukraine and Russia thing. Yeah. Maybe as a way to cover this up. I don't know, that's a stretch. Because this is not like a real big deal, right? But, I don't know.
Could be if there's life on there.
Yeah. And the Soviet Union found it. Oh my God. The United States government would have a fit.
We were there first.
Which, by the way, can I say that I am so tired of this this Russian and Ukraine shit that's going on. Are you tired of it?
I am.
I don't even watch the news, and somehow I'm still hearing about it. You know? Oh my God. You think that they're, well, you want to hear my theory behind this and why this is getting so pushed in our face right now?
Dude, tell me.
You don't give a shit. You're fucking reading something right now. I can tell when you're reading something.
Yeah.
What are you reading?
I'm looking at the updates on Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, okay. All right, so this is my theory as to why they're pushing this Russian and Ukraine thing. I think that there's some like military spending bill that's about to get voted on. And that's why they're pushing this fear of war. And they do this every so often when a military spending bill comes up so that it gets approved. This is all like propaganda to keep you in fear. So Congress votes and approves this military spending bill saying, oh, we need to have this money because Russia's about to invade Ukraine and we're about to go to war with them, or we're about to go to war with North Korea, but it never actually happens. It all dies out and you don't hear about it in the media anymore after the bill gets passed. That's my theory. But anyways, that's my thoughts on that. So, you have anything interesting to talk to us about, Dan?
Yeah, I've been reading up on the Ghislaine Maxwell verdict still. As you know, she was convicted as a child sex trafficker and such. But not even 2 days ago, her lawyers are asking the judge to vacate her guilty verdict on sex trafficking charges.
Why? What's the reasoning behind vacating it?
I'm pretty sure it's still about the juror.
Oh my God. And you were right. You called this.
The juror said in media interviews after the trial that he was personally sexually abused as a child and talked about his experience to persuade other jurors to come to a guilty verdict. So he lied on the form that he filled out, got in there, told his story to persuade the others to go with guilty charge. I'm just saying, it's going to happen.
Yeah. You're calling it, Dan. You called it. He's going to get away with it. Dan.
See.
That witch.
That explains their arguments for vacating her. So the lawyers filed a lengthy legal memorandum that explains their arguments for vacating her guilty verdict. They argue that the charges Nathan gave jurors were too different from those in the original indictment, that the judge didn't properly respond to jury notes, that the 3 separate sex trafficking conspiracy charges should have been folded into a single charge, and that some of the evidence in the trial came too late to be fairly considered.
Damn. So yeah, she's gonna get off on that. That sucks, you know. Justice, you want justice to be served, but hardly ever is. You know what I mean?
Now, she is supposed to face a second trial for perjury charges, but prosecutors have said they're willing to drop those charges if the current verdict against Maxwell sticks. So they're thinking that these sex trafficking charges probably will not stick with her. She's probably going to get away with that. Then they're going to try to get her for perjury. So everyone's thinking, oh, it's done and over with. They got her.
Yeah. So something else that I want to mention is that, you know how we talked about Hunter Biden's laptop?
Yeah.
And how it wasn't hacked, but yet, like, all the information about it and all that was banned from Twitter.
Yes.
Well, you know how this whole trucker thing that's going on, this convoy in Canada, and how, what is it, GoFundMe? Is it GoFundMe?
Oh yeah, it was the GoFundMe thing where
GoFundMe, they took the 6 million or however much million from those convoy of truckers and donated it to whatever cause, rather than giving it to the truckers. Well, a lot of those people went to a different platform called Give, Send, Go and started donating for the convoy of truckers. And did you know that their donor list was, and I quote, hacked, quote unquote hacked, and it was leaked on Twitter, and Twitter allowed it to remain on their platform. Which kind of makes you think, the Canadian government or some other politicians might have, well, I say it wasn't hacked, it was hacked, you know, purposely given out. And you now have the information to all these donors who donated to this convoy.
I'm bringing up Hunter Biden's laptop. Now that you say that, it kind of clicked in my head that your laptop got stolen. Your old one.
Yeah, so my laptop did get stolen, my old one. good luck getting into it. It's got an encrypted hard drive to where after so many attempts, it'll block itself. You won't be able to get access to it. If you do, now I'm addressing the person who stole it. If you do happen to get into it, you're just going to see massive amounts of wiener pics.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. No, there's nothing on it. I mean, it was an old laptop I never used really for anything. I think I played Civilization on it. Has no logins. Maybe has a copy of Diablo 2 on it. That's about it.
That's worth millions right there.
But anyways, yeah, it really pissed me off. I had to file a police report and then...
Dude, tell the story about the police reporting.
Oh my God. Okay. So I had my laptop stolen. I go to the local police department and I tell them, hey, my truck got broken into. My laptop was stolen, or my backpack was stolen. My laptop contained my laptop and some other stuff. They're like, you have to contact... Who did they tell me to contact first? You have to contact the Boston State Police Department, and then I contacted them, and then they were like, you got to come here to file the report, which was like an hour south of me, which makes no sense at all. And then finally, I was able to get through and go back to the original police department and was actually able to convince them to allow me to file a police report. So then I got that police report and filed it, which they made me write my own police report, and then I gave it to them. And then she gave me a photocopy, and it was pink, and literally I couldn't see anything that I wrote. So I said, hey, can you make a photocopy of the original police report? So she went and made a photocopy of that one and handed it to me and didn't even sign it. She just put my case number on the top of it. Really unprofessional. It was a big pain in the ass. Nobody wanted to do the police report. They made me do it. And I think the detective called this morning, which would have been yesterday, but I was asleep because I work swings. So I still have to call him back, which I'm going to be busy editing and everything. I won't be able to call him back. But what the hell are they going to do? It's a backpack with anxiety medication and shoes and clothes and a laptop on it. They aren't going to find it.
Yeah, but what's the point in sending you from one police station to the state police station? Like, what is the point of the local police station if that's not what their job is? Like,
I have no idea.
It's like,
I don't know.
Go to them. We don't care.
Pretty much. That's what it was. It was just for them to pawn me off onto another department, I guess.
So dumb.
Yeah, I hate thieves, but maybe they needed it more than me. I don't know. Maybe they'll start their own podcast with my laptop. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to add to today's episode or anything before we roll it out?
Nope. I'm tired. We got editing to do.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. We got to edit, and this episode won't be out in 2 hours.
Nope.
All right. Well, with that being said, Dan, you want to roll us out?
Yep. I want to thank you for joining us today. And again, thank you for the support. You are amazing. Every single one of you. Yes, we mean that with all of our heart. Even Aaron's. Even it's so cold. Such a cold heart.
Yeah. So cold.
With that being said, though, hold me. Aaron, will you roll us out?
Absolutely. It's okay to be out of this world with your thoughts.
Because you are not alone.
Theories
of the third kind.
welcome, welcome, welcome. First off, I want to say,
What's up, bitch? You better leave that in. By the way,